tuned in to the Bad Apple Podcast with your host, Bad Apple.
Dude, I can suck the rust off a bumper.
And producer extraordinaire, 45.
Hey, you got Bad Apple and the extraordinary. No, I don't like that. The producer extraordinaire. 40 hyphen fine.
Hello there.
Hello there. So we haven't been around for a couple weeks, which I apologize. Had a little bit of a hiccup in my family, so that's kind of taken us away from the podcast. But I got some interesting stuff from my mom that I just have to talk about because my mom is just the most straight-laced person in the world. Like, every once in a while she'll drink, have a drink and act like she's had like 25 because she can't handle her alcohol. But she got drugs in the hospital and she was quite amusing. She's like, I was seeing stuff. She goes, I had Snoop Dogg leaning over my face. Snoop Dogg. And I asked her, I said, you even know who Snoop Dogg is? She's like, I know who Snoop Dogg is. Are you sure? She's like, yes, I know who Snoop Dogg is. I'm like, okay. She's like, he leaned over my face and I had all these little gremlins running around me. Like, whatever drugs they gave you, Ma, I sure as hell want to take some. But she wouldn't share.
This is an 83-year-old woman that knows who Snoop Dogg is.
She's 83 years old. Oh, did you hear that crack?
Snoop Dogg.
She's like, Snoop Dogg. She must have seen him with Martha Stewart.
Probably, yeah.
Have you ever seen that show? Martha and Snoop?
Clips. I never watched the whole thing.
They're hysterical. They're so funny together. He's so sweet, and she just wants him to smoke pot. It's the cutest thing ever. They're really cute together. I have to admit it. It gave me a whole new admiration for Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, he's a pretty good guy.
Hanging with Martha.
There's no racism there. You know?
No, but I think it's because she's done time.
Nah, he knew her before that.
Martha served time.
I just think they work good together.
They're cute together. I love it. But my mom saw Snoop Dogg, which I just think is the most amazing thing ever because I didn't even think my mom knew who Snoop Dogg was. Like, at all. So, she had gremlins. She had the charts across from her were coming out of the wall as people dressed in different colors. So, it's like...
Yeah, and your son was like, my grandmother gets better drugs than I do.
He's like, I think Nana was tripping. He's like, Nana was on some serious hallucinogenics. But that's because the woman doesn't even take Advil. So...
Yeah, tolerance is down.
You know, they did a massive surgery and they gave her some serious drugs. And she was just like, woo, flying high. I needed drugs this week and I didn't take any, and I should have. I probably should have taken something. I had a mighty failure this week. I failed. I hate failing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call it a fail.
Oh, it was an epic fail. I did good.
Not epic.
But I failed. I attempted to quit smoking. Smoking is my vice. It's my thing. It's... You know, Bad Apple's always got a cigarette in her hand. It's kind of a thing. It's like Andrew Dice Clay, you know. Oh, hey, ho! And he's got his hands going a million miles an hour with the cigarette.
The third night, I thought you were going to break my hand. You were holding my hand and squeezing it so tight.
Oh, the third night was, I think, the worst. Because the first two, I had put the patch on. And
you got sick.
Yeah, and I got sick, but at least I had nicotine in my system. And then the third, I went with no nicotine. I had no patch. I did nothing. And man, I wanted to kill some people. I was really ready to slap a dope somewhere, somehow.
Yeah, it takes a while, a couple of times to do it.
Yeah, well.
They said it's worse than trying to quit heroin, which... I've never done heroin. The closest thing I did was smoke opium. That's the closest I got to heroin.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's awesome.
But no,
you opium smoker, you. You wake up in an opium den with some guy Lu Manchu telling you what to do. Yo, Lu Manchu, light me up.
no, I was sitting with some Indians or Native Americans or whatever you're supposed to call them in a circle. We were passing.
Indigent people. Indigent.
No,
You don't want to say the wrong word because the other way that word is poor. Indigent. So that's
I had
wrong.
a good time. We got high and went to see Rocky Horror Picture Show. It was a good time.
Did you throw toast?
I threw rice and toilet paper. I don't remember if we.
You didn't throw toast and use squirt guns?
I was floating, so I don't know what I was throwing. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, Rocky Horror Picture Show is great for that interaction.
I'll stick with the weed now. What's the safest bet?
Yeah, let's just keep you on weed. Let's keep you on the safe. On the straight and slightly narrow. But we decorated the tree. That was fun.
It was a good time.
Yeah, were you high?
No, when we were decorating it.
No, you weren't high when we were decorating the tree.
No.
Did you wish you were?
No.
And I was pretty proud of myself while we were decorating the tree. I didn't rearrange any of your Christmas ornaments.
No, you didn't.
I may have told you where to put a couple.
Yeah, that would have hurt. But anyway.
But I didn't rearrange them, and that's a bad habit I used to do to my kids. I'd wait till they went to bed, and I'd rearrange all the Christmas tree ornaments. They get up that's not what we had them. Yeah, it didn't look good.
Well, back to the smoking thing. It was funny because yesterday morning you went and got some. And the first cigarette, you were like all fucked up because you had 3 days without it, so you were all like kind of dizzy and
Yeah, it was like
nicotine high.
It was like smoking crack. I was like, yeah, give me that fiberglass, baby. It was awesome because, of course, I smoke menthol, so I was like flying high. It was awesome. It doesn't feel that way now that I'm back on the train.
No, you'll do it again.
Yeah, I have to. I need to quit smoking. I don't like to talk about my failures. So
the tree's up, ready to go.
Tree is up, ornaments on. We do not have a Christmas tree star or angel at the top of our tree. What's on the top of our tree?
We have a 1970 Superbird.
That's right.
Great lime green.
That's right. Lime green Superbirds on the top of my tree. Because that's the way Bad Apple rolls.
And we went to the Christmas store and bought our first Christmas ornament.
Yeah, for our 2020. We should have bought a toilet paper roll or...
Should have bought a fucking mask with a string on it.
We could have put masks all over the tree and made it just the coronavirus tree. Yeah. The election infection.
We're having a Corona Christmas.
Yeah, Corona Christmas. But speaking of Corona, the vaccine's coming out. Will you take the vaccine?
No.
No, why?
Because they haven't tried. They only tried it on a few people.
Yeah.
I want to see what the side effects and everything are.
Have you seen the meme yet with what's his name from Goonies? Sloth.
No.
It says, guys, it's okay. It's only a few side effects.
Yeah, it is that one. Yeah.
With Sloth on it. I'm like, yeah, I won't be. What if they make it mandatory? How do you feel about that?
I think that's bullshit. You shouldn't force somebody to do it. Look at the flu vaccine. You take it, you still get the flu. It doesn't prevent you from ever getting the flu.
Oh, because it only can prevent
So
certain
what are you going to have to
strains.
do? Take the COVID thing once a year like you do the flu?
Right? I don't know. I think it's stupid.
I think we're going to see something in the next month or two that it's not going to be how it is now.
No, I think it's stupid, though. I'm not impressed by any of the vaccine hype.
How can you make a vaccine that quick? It hasn't even been a year yet.
Well, all right. So I look at this.
Technically, because it was like in China or somewhere.
But I look at it in two different directions, right? So it could be, me and my conspiracy theories, because I love a good conspiracy theory. So it could be two different ways. Either they've lied to us over the years, and it doesn't take 20 years to develop a good vaccine, right? And it's all been a lie. Or they pushed this vaccine through and it's really going to screw us up. So it could be one way or the other.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of chip in there that stays in your body.
Yeah, a little microchip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can tell where you're going. Well, that's the whole thing about going cashless. They want to know what you're spending your money on. Again, conspiracy theories. I love that.
You don't even have to do that because now, when I was talking to you earlier about the botanical garden,
what do you call it? What did you call it?
It's in a botanical garden.
Botanical? Is that like bicentennial?
I don't know.
No, it's botanical.
Botanical.
Like botany?
Well, anyway, it's on my Facebook now. When I buy something, it's on my Facebook.
The boots that I was looking at for my daughter for Christmas, they came up on my Facebook. I was like, are you for real right now? I didn't look at them on my phone.
Stuff I buy, equipment that I buy for work on my account separately that I have shows up on my Facebook.
Yeah, it's crazy. Big Brother's always watching.
Doesn't even have my name on it. It has where I work on it.
Right. Big Brother's always watching. They have that new thing. Have you got that new update for iPhone? We're up at the top on the top by the percentage. There's an orange dot.
Yeah, what is that? Red?
It says when your microphone's on, when they're listening, when they're... Yeah. It's a new update.
Who's listening?
I don't know.
Because I've talked to some people on the phone, and I noticed it was on. It was red.
Yeah, that means that you're using it. You're using it. That's okay. So, it's when somebody else is using it. If your phone is just sitting there, like, say your phone is sitting there right now.
My phone.
No, say your phone is sitting there right now, right?
Yeah.
And that, say the green light was on for your camera, that means your camera's on, an application's running using your camera. Not you using it, but an application's using it on your phone.
Yeah, I have all those set to only use when I'm using it.
Yeah, because that's some scary shit. I don't care who you are.
Now,
you
is that just Apple phone or is that Android?
I don't know about Android. I have an Apple. I don't know. And I switched to Apple because if it's for free, it's for me. And Scooby got me my Apple phone, so I can't really complain. But I'm like, Ruby, Ruby, Roo got me my Apple phones. Speaking of him, he's been talking to some chick, right? Since he's been talking to this chick, I don't hear from him anymore.
Yeah, he gave you shit for doing that when we started
seeing
each other. Yeah.
He's like, oh, you're an old married lady. I can't talk to you anymore. I'm like, you can call me anytime you want. I'm always around. Now, he's talking to some chick. I don't hear from him.
Yeah, but he calls at the worst time.
Oh, well, he is a wicked cock block. He's a cock block.
We're trying to get busy, he calls. Or we're trying to go to sleep, he calls.
Yeah, I'm like...
Doesn't call at a fucking normal time.
So if you listen to Scooby, text first. But text, call, do something. You know, I don't care who this chick is, but...
Yeah, then we can start cock blocking you.
Right. I think I'm just going to start cock blocking him. I'm just going to start calling him, like, all the time.
You got to find out...
I got to get stoned and call him.
You got to find out if he's with her first.
No, I got to get stoned and call him. I got to get stoned and call him. Because that's what he used to do to me. He'd get stoned and call me and talk to me for, like, 2 hours. About nothing. But he has the best ideas when he's stoned. My God. Although he came up with the worst band name, Stoned. And he thought it was the greatest because he was stoned. He's like, Spooky Strings. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, and then the next day you play it back, it sounds like shit.
Yeah, I'm like, no, that doesn't work well. That doesn't work at all. I'm like, not good. No, let's not do that. But
and he's the one that got you your ornament.
He did. He got me my Superbird for the top of my tree. He did. We'll have to find a Super Bee for you. The Super Bee is your favorite. Superbirds are my favorite. I prefer the birds over the bees. People that don't understand cars probably have no clue what we're talking about, but that's okay.
I like them both. I mean, that's back when they had, you could tell a make of a car from another make. They all look the same now. There's no.
Yeah, there's only little nuances now.
There's no.
Before it was like, you knew that's a Mopar.
Like the Mustang looks nice on the outside, but you look on the inside, looks like a regular car. There's no wood grain. Everything's plastic. There's no. I mean, the gauges.
You like the Woodies? You like having a Woody? What are you talking about?
I like having the wood grain, and the knobs were different, and the shifter was different, and it was cool.
Oh, you like a pistol grip shifter?
Yeah. Now they got Porsche friggin' SUVs.
You really are stuck on this. You've been complaining about this for a couple days. The Porsche Cayenne, the SUV.
Yeah, it looks like a station wagon, just like the other ones. They're like, oh, it's a fucking station wagon.
No, it's an SUV. It's a crossover. It's a multi-purpose vehicle.
So is a station wagon.
But it's a Porsche. Porsche shouldn't have one.
No, Porsche's for speed, not for taking your kids to soccer practice or go grocery shopping.
It'd be like Mustang making a station wagon.
No, like I said to you before, the Mercedes one makes sense. But
well, Mercedes has had an SUV forever.
Yeah, so that makes sense, but not the friggin'... I mean, what are they going to do now? A Ferrari friggin' SUV?
I think they have one.
Ferrari. Yeah, I need to go 200 miles an hour when I'm going to the grocery store.
With
going to work.
With my kids in the back. My grocery getter with my kids in the back.
Sports car. 2 seats. Muscle car. It's okay if you got 4. Big ass back seat. Those muscle cars, you can fit all your friends in the frickin' trunk.
No, they were not. The muscle cars were made so you could have sex in the back seat.
No, but I'm just saying. Room.
That was fun.
In the friggin' working on them, you could literally climb in there and work on them.
Yeah, you could.
There's so much room in there now. You ain't got any room to fart.
You could take it. Oh, God. You don't want to talk about room to fart. Oh, 40 farting fine.
I got no control when I'm sleeping.
You can be toxic.
I told you the other day I walked all the way down to the bathroom, farted, came back here, and the thing followed me. So
you had a tail.
Yeah, I mean, it's got longevity. I mean, the thing is, I don't know what it is.
It wafted. Before the whole my mom crisis, I had snuck on to YouTube and did a little thing, and I said I was going to have this little thing going on, and I was going to do apples assholes, but don't tell 40. So I got to kind of follow through with this, but I figured out how incredibly difficult it was to sit and watch YouTube and watch the news and actually deal with all the assholes that were in the world. It really infuriated me because there are so many assholes. And then we had the election. And, I'll tell you what, the election just... Ugh. So I have to make one major category for apples assholes. The government. The entire U.S. government are like the top of apples assholes. The entire U.S. government. I don't care what party you're in. I don't care if you're a Democrat, if you're a Republican, if you're an independent, if you're a libertarian. I really don't care. You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. All of you.
They've been in there too long.
It is time to change everybody in the U.S. government. Everybody. They held up the stimulus checks. They were going to send out another round of stimulus checks. Held them up. Nobody could agree on anything. No one could agree on anything. It wasn't enough money for the Democrats. It was too much money for the Republicans. Bullshit. And now, it doesn't matter. That's what Pelosi said.
Yeah, but the thing with
it doesn't matter. We don't need to send out stimulus checks. We have a new president. I don't give a shit who the president is.
What is that going to? That's going to help you pay bills.
It doesn't.
If you're a small business, that's going to help you recoup what you lost.
Biden's already said. I already saw this. Biden's already said that if he disagrees with Kamala Harris, he's going to fake being sick and step down from being president and let her be president. I was like, what? Wait, what? You just ran for president. You just went through this whole fiasco, and now you're so willing to step down if you have one disagreement with your vice president?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I'm like, this is ridiculous. So, Apple's number one asshole, hands down, is the entire U.S. government. So find me now. You can find me on Twitter at the Bad Apple Podcast 1. That's the number 1, not the spelling 1. The Bad Apple Podcast 1. Or on Insta at Apple the Bad. You can find me. U.S. government. You know where I am. You listen on my phone. You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. I'm sorry, but you are. No, I'm not even sorry. You know you're assholes. Honestly, you know you're assholes. The only people getting screwed are the American citizens.
The hypocrites. It all goes back to the mob.
The American
mob
citizens.
Used to run numbers. Government said you can't do that, so what does the government do? They take that
and make the lottery.
The lottery.
Yeah.
Can't kill people? What do? Send people off to war. Kill people. Does any of their fucking kids go to war? No. Now these small, they were all yeah, everybody's going to suffer with this COVID bullshit. Walmart, all these other big companies made more money than they normally did before the fucking COVID.
Yeah, but then look at these mom and pop places that have gone down, and
they want them to go down so they can fucking put more corporate bullshit in there.
Did you see this lady in Hollywood that's losing her mind? Because they shut her down. She owns a restaurant.
Shutting everybody down.
She has a restaurant. She had a patio outside. She had set it up so she had 6 feet social distancing, outside seating. Did everything that they wanted. They shut her down, and a Hollywood movie set is right next door in the parking lot. Set up their tents to feed their people. And they're not social distanced at all. She put it all over the fucking Facebook. She's like, this is why I'm angry. She's like, I'm shut down, but they can do this? She's like, so who's getting screwed? The small people are getting screwed. The big people aren't getting screwed. It's Joe Schmo, us little people, that are getting screwed. And it sucks. So yeah,
but you got actors out of work, you got musicians out of work, you got comedians.
You have musicians out of work. I think the actors, not so much. They're able to act more. And then they go and whine and cry. I'm sorry, but they're gonna whine and cry. And I have absolutely no sympathy for half of the American actors right now that got on their Facebooks, that got on their soapboxes, and apologized for being white. So you want to go there? Because I really don't want to go there right now. Because this will go into an 1.5 hour long podcast. Because that pissed me off. They apologized for being who they are. I'm not going to apologize for being who I am.
So
they actually apologized for it.
So it's okay to say that I'm not a man or a woman. I'm this or that. That's okay. But blacks don't apologize for being black. Look what they went through. They don't apologize for being black. Why should anybody else?
No, they shouldn't apologize for it.
Are they orange or, yellow? What difference is it?
I would love to be purple. I would. I'd love to be purple. Completely different from everybody else.
But you can't say anything against them. It's all, whites, they had it so easy for... Really? So you mean to tell me there's no poor white people?
But no, wait.
Homeless white
wait a
people,
minute. Let's really get down to the nitty gritty. There is systemic racism. I absolutely 100% agree with that. There is systemic racism. Absolutely. They have divided the United States systemically, and they have...
That you said it right there. Divide and conquer. That's what they want to do.
Absolutely.
Make everybody against each other.
But you know what's made it worse is the media. And then you have the asshats. Oh, this is something I wanted to bring up. The asshats. Like, we have a local newspaper, and I don't know if you read it, but I read our local newspaper every single day. And I always, first thing I read is the letters to the paper, the editorials. And the asshats that use that platform to just spout bullshit. That's it. And they use it to attack each other. And they call each other out by name. And it's like, listen, just because you don't like what someone has to say doesn't mean you need to call them. First of all, this isn't your platform. This is a newspaper. Why are they giving them this platform? And that's what it's become.
Because it sells newspapers.
No, our newspaper's free, honey. It doesn't sell.
No, you know how they make money? Advertisements.
Ads.
That's how they make money.
Yeah, I know. I put one in every month.
That's how they make money.
But it's ridiculous. Like, it makes it so I don't even want to read it. But these asshats that write every week, it's like, listen, buddy, I know your whole name. I know how to spell it. I shouldn't know anybody that writes the paper that often.
But the thing is they're not even... You can't even sit down with these people and have an intelligent conversation.
This one guy, he literally writes and he uses all these big $50 words, right? And if you take out all the big $50 words, put in normal words, all he's doing is talking in circles. But he uses all these...
What do you mean by $50 word?
Ogliarch, right? He uses all these words that most normal people don't use in an everyday sentence.
Oh, so he sounds like he's intelligent.
Well, he is an intelligent person. He does have his PhD. He's an intelligent person. But he likes to he's condescending. That's the word I'll use. He's condescending. So he likes to use these big words. So people, normal, everyday average people don't use these words in normal conversation. You know? So when you're reading it, most normal people would skip over and be like, what the fuck does that mean?
I'd look it up on Google.
Would you really take the time in a letter to the editor?
Would I write to the editor?
No, in a letter to the editor, would you read it and take the time to look it up?
Yeah, but...
Because most people wouldn't.
Didn't know what it meant.
Because most people wouldn't. And he's just talking in circles to make himself look good. He's not the only one that does it either. There's a couple of the guys that do it. But I'm like, all you want to do is, what's that? Boast?
Puff your chest up.
Puff your chest. Pound it. Oh, me, man, me awesome. Me so big. Me no big words. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm so thrilled. So they get an apple's asshole too. Those cocky, egotistical, maniacal. Can I use big words now?
Yeah, why not?
No, I'll use a little word. Losers that have nothing better to do with their time. That don't work a 40-hour-a-week job. Or have children that they have to entertain. Or homeschool. Or clean up after. Or make dinner for. They have nothing better to do than write letters to the editor and make everybody else feel stupid in their presence. They're apples assholes. Fight me on it.
And let's put this in perspective. They're writing for a free paper.
Yeah.
It's not like they're in USA Today or in some
Right.
New York Times, some big paper. You know?
I'm happy you feel like a big man in Mount Washington Valley. Yay for you. How big's that soapbox?
You know what I do for a living. I don't have an ego or act like I'm better than everybody else. So.
I know, but I tell you, you can't leave your job until after we're married so I can have the title. So it's going to be a long time, so you're not going to be leaving your job anytime soon.
But
Anywho, so we've gone over a few things today. It was a nice, quick little podcast.
Yep.
Not too much gone over, but I had to vent a little bit. I haven't vented in a couple weeks.
No, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
So we're gonna try to have the podcast out more consistent on a consistent day of the week.
And the only way that will happen
Yeah, I know.
is if 40-fine does it, because I don't edit.
Now, you got to give me credit. The last couple ones, there was a lot of editing. The ones that we do, you and I, because we know what to say and what not to say, people's names. So it goes by pretty quick. Like this one won't take much at all. I gotta edit out one name and that's it.
Yeah, okay, pat yourself on the back. There you go. And that's why I love him, folks. He's my 40-5. Okay, so comment below. Give us your assholes for the week. Let us know who you think are assholes. See if you agree with us. Comment below. Like, subscribe. You know, tell your friends. Have your friends subscribe. Even if they don't want to listen, have them subscribe. You know, get our numbers up there. Do us a favor. You know, we're here for you. Be there for us.
Do us a solid.
Yeah, do us a solid. We're here for you. You be there for us. We got that. And, you know, check out Mama Rinda because she's always good to listen to. She's a hoot. She actually has some good recipes, too, so you got to check out those. Her butter chicken is really good. Anywho, Alley Cat Parties is always good. Check us out on Insta, Apple the Bad. You can get us on Twitter at the Bad Apple Podcast 1. And that is the number 1, not the spelling 1. That's it. So be safe and have a good week. Stay cool like, who you want to be cool like this week? You could donate to JDRF. Be cool like Brett Michaels.
Yeah, for the kids suffering with diabetes.
Yep.
It's a good cause to give money to. They actually use the money for that cause. So
yes.
Go on the website, check it out.
Yeah, go check it out. Oh, and congratulations to my Yaya and her new baby. I just wanted to throw that in there. I have a new Snappercon. I'm so excited. All right, you guys have a good week. Stay cool like Brett Michaels.
Bye.
Bye.